everyone, so for anyone that's watching this and doesn't know me, my name is Sammy. For anyone that does know me, you know me. This is my first video, guys. Welcome to my channel. Not quite sure where I'm gonna go with this. I thought the best way to start this off was to do a video about touring. I've had so many messages of loads of you asking me multiple questions. You guys asked me a lot of questions, so rather than me having the same conversations with a lot of you, I thought if I just do this video, then I could just link you and hopefully I can cover all, if not most, of your questions. Organisation is key. When that tour gets announced, you go into organisation mode. Some people make tour itineraries, I think that's what they're called. I personally don't. I've never done one. I'm not saying that you shouldn't, it's just, I just never have, and that works for me. I have friends who make them, who are very organised, who print off absolutely everything, and that works for them, and that's great. But I've just never done it, and I'm probably going to continue not to do it, and that works for me, so that's fine. Also with organisation, you need it every single day. Going to the next city the next day, you need to know what time you're leaving, how long it's going to take you. Are you stopping off for petrol? Are you stopping off for food and toilet breaks? Because timing is key. I like to get to the next city for no later than 3 PM. That's just a personal preference because I like to be able to get there and be able to check into my hotel straight away. You might want to go check out the city, therefore you might want to get there a little bit earlier, but if you are travelling by car and you are trying to keep to a budget, you do have to consider obviously parking costs. Hotels. Hotels are probably the things that I prioritise the most, purely because they can be the most expensive things. The longer you leave with booking them, the more expensive they get. The best way to save money with hotels for a tour is sharing with people, sharing with your friends. I've got a lot of friends that do these tours with me. I'm very fortunate. I tend to stay in Travelodges 99% of the time. That's just a personal preference. Google everything basically. Just, you know, look around for hotels in that city, look at location, look at price, and whatever suits you, you do it. I personally like to stay in hotels near a venue. It's also really handy if you are close to the venue for if you're going out drinking after, run back to your hotel, freshen up, have a few pre-drinks, go out and get wasted. Win-win. I have done tours on public transport. 9 times out of 10 I will go in a car because that's just what I prefer. I'll drive myself or my friends will drive. It's just having that comfort of being in a car, like you're with your friends, you can stop off whenever you want, for food, for toilet, anything. And, you know, if you're on a coach and train, you can't do that. The toilets on there, they're not that great either. Cost-wise, if you do go in a car, it's not really as expensive as people think it is. If you've got a car full of people and there's like 4, maybe 5 at a push because obviously you've got all your luggage and that with you, most places you drive to, they'll only be 1 to 2 hour drives. There's the odd 3 to 4 hours. It depends how a tour is planned out. I've never had any bad experiences with public transport doing a tour, apart from this one time. I was doing a Pattern Pending tour. I think it was a spring break one. Me and my friend Phil were getting a coach, and I think it was Manchester to Glasgow. We were getting a megabus, and it turns up an hour and a half late. Then, when it did turn up, it wasn't even a megabus. It was this like run-down old school coach, and it was horrible. We didn't even get to sit next to each other, and it was summer, or it was spring, and it was hot, and we just had like this one little sunroof thing. It was just disgusting and I hated it, and there was no toilet on it, and it was just the worst. Tickets, I will either buy as soon as they go on sale if I've got the money. I will prioritise cities that I know sell out quicker than others, or ones that I definitely know I can make, definitely I want to go to. And the way I buy my tickets, I will either I'll get like the tour dates up, and I will go from like the first tour date to the last tour date and just tick them off one by one. Kind of like having a to-do list, and that's just an easy way of doing it. Or if I don't have all the money for all the tickets, I will prioritise cities. As for food, I tend to take a lot of tin food purely because it's cheap. It keeps, you don't have to keep it chilled, and I'm one of those weird people that I don't warm it up. Like, I can happily eat tin food cold, just out of the tin. Doesn't bother me, not one bit. judge me. And then on top of that, I'll just take like mug shots, maybe some cup of soups, cereal bars, and then I will just top up with fresh fruit from supermarkets like every couple of days or something. You know, like on tour you can tend to eat out a lot, and you know, if you're doing that every day, that it does add up, and then you think, oh, what a waste of money, I really wish I didn't buy that, you know, and it's quite unhealthy as well if you're eating fast food all the time. I don't enjoy a lot of fast food, especially the ones on the motorway. If you are on a budget and you do want to keep costs to a minimum, then I definitely consider not spending a lot of money on things like fast food. I can't put a price, like an exact cost on how much a tour is, because they all vary. They can be like quite expensive, but I'm prepared to spend that kind of money. I would rather do this and follow friends and follow music than go to Spain for a week. Yes, I love to travel, but rather than sitting in the sun for a week, I'd rather travel the country, see my friends and enjoy good music. When I try to explain about doing a tour to someone that doesn't do it or has never really heard of anyone talking about it, like they don't really understand it, and it's really hard to explain like what it is and why I do it and why I enjoy doing it. I feel as though people who haven't done it before don't really understand it, and they don't understand the passion that me and a lot of other people have for it. You know, this is just something that we enjoy doing. If you don't agree with it, if you think it's a waste of money, then that's your opinion. You're entitled to that, and I'm happy with that. But just let me do my thing. There's one band that I've toured with continuously for the last 3 years, and I spend all my money on this band. Don't get me wrong, I love what I do and I enjoy it, and that's why I do it. Like, music to me is everything. Music is a massive part of my life. Being at shows, watching my friends play, that's an incredible feeling. Like, the power of music is incredible. Like, the friendships I have made through doing these tours, it's just, I can't even put it into words. Like, it's amazing. I have friends all over the country. I have friends in other countries halfway across the world because of this one band, and it's great. I love them. I also hate them, but overall they're good guys. Some of you may have noticed that I am actually using the music for Spin Me Around in this video. I will leave a link in the description below to the music video if you want to check that out. I would appreciate it. I'm sure the guys will too. If you don't know the band and you want to open your mind to new music, come and check them out. I promise you, you'll not be disappointed. Don't forget to like this video and please subscribe. I will be making more videos in the future. If there's anything you want me to talk about or what kind of videos you want me to do, just let me know. I'm open to all ideas at the moment. Until next time.